hope you are staying warm out there. Welcome to another video. My name is Sarah Dici, rhymes with Peachy. If you're new around here, welcome. I'm coming at you with another laptop review, and today we are talking about the brand new Dell XPS 2-in-1 7390. This is a part of a whole new class of laptops. It's a part of Intel's Project Athena innovation program, where Intel co-engineers alongside manufacturers to guarantee things like performance and battery life in a versatile form factor that is super sleek. I mean, like, really, look how thin this is. So thank you, Intel, for sponsoring this video. Let's get in it. This 7390 13-inch has a 500 nit full HD display with an aspect ratio of 16:10. It's a bright display, and I'm such a big fan of the little extra vertical real estate we get opposed to the 16:9 ratio. 512 gig SSD, Intel's Wi-Fi 6, and the latest and greatest Intel 10th gen i7 processor. This is the lower 15-watt CPU, but it's with the updated Ice Lake architecture. After using this for 3 weeks, again, I hope I can start doing laptop reviews a little bit quicker, but I actually like to infuse them in my everyday life. I think this is perfect for people always on the go, but also needs that power for content creation. So let's start there. Number one, the power. Even though I usually prefer editing on 15-inch laptops for space and display sake, I was actually pretty impressed with the power I was getting out of this in my everyday creative applications like Premiere and Lightroom. My first test is always, can it export a 1080 video with a ton of color grading and effects on it in less time than the actual length of the video? This video just exported in 9 minutes and 15 seconds. This was literally a 15-minute 1080 video with film convert color grading over, and it exported in 9 minutes. And it's a tiny thin laptop. I mean, you hear the fans. I was impressed. Yes. I also really like DaVinci Resolve for laptops. Even though Premiere is really flexible with moving these windows wherever you want them, Resolve is actually pretty good for a small laptop editing workflow. In here in the options, you can get rid of your little timeline tab. So just doing that, boom. You get that little bit extra real estate. We're all good. You can also go to workspaces, go to full screen window, and it'll get rid of that top bar. So now it's just maximizing for space. You got your timeline, footage right here, and then, yeah, your inspector, metadata, effects, and you're all good to go. You can minimize this as well. So fast with previewing clips though. It just instantly switches in between the source view and then also your project down here. Switches so quick. This has two USB-C Thunderbolt 3 ports, which is fantastic for plugging in an external monitor like my LG 32-inch. It scaled up the image beautifully, and side note why I love this display specifically is it doesn't just look great, but because of Thunderbolt 3 and the fact that this laptop doesn't need too much power, it transfers all the video, all the audio, and power through one Thunderbolt 3 port. So like I mentioned before, Intel co-engineered this laptop with Dell to completely redesign this 2-in-1. So number two, let's talk about this form factor. There's less bezels, more control with touch, pen, and voice, as well as great connectivity. Like I mentioned before, it has the two Thunderbolt 3 ports and also a micro SD card slot. Ever since my 9570, I've been a huge fan of touchscreens on laptops. And because this is the 2-in-1 form factor, you get a tablet whenever you want. Some of my favorite note-taking apps on the Microsoft Store is Whiteboard, where you have a ton of different ways to just brainstorm ideas. There's also Drawboard PDF to edit PDFs with a great deal of flexibility, and of course, OneNote. Dell actually released a brand new pen. It's called the Dell Premium Active Pen alongside this laptop, and it snaps to the side of it magnetically. Finally, yes. But you can use most of these apps with a normal stylus or just your fingers. In OneNote specifically, you just click draw with mouse or touch. There's also a setting where you can turn hand-drawn notes into text. Over the years, thank goodness, we've seen apps actually catch up to the capabilities of this 2-in-1 form factor, so it's actually a super effective tablet for your productivity needs. Since we're talking form factor, and again, holy smokes, is this thing thin? Let's just see it alongside my 15-inch 9570. What about the battery life? Okay, so I'm doing a current battery challenge. I'm taking this throughout the day from 10 a.m. to 11:30. We got from 100% to 84 by watching YouTube videos. So I changed because I'm filming a new video, but I've been writing a script. I'm listening to some music for about an hour and a half now. But I also wanted to show you what a mess my office is because I'm kind of redoing everything, and I'll show you an updated video in a couple months. From 1 to 2:30, went from 86 to 69%. More work in Google Docs and Google Sheets for 45 minutes at 61%. Let's see what percentage it's at. 60%, okay. Okay, all right. So after 2 days with this laptop, and then from 3:30 to 6 p.m., I've been watching YouTube videos and also editing a video. We're at 15% battery over 2 days, which, yeah, pretty impressive. Something you may have noticed, the battery life actually didn't go down in between the moments I wasn't using it. Intel has made sure the battery isn't being wasted when you're not using it, and powering the CPU differently for different tasks. But at the same time, with Instant Wake and the fingerprint sensor, you can get back to work right away. Now, what I hear on the streets is people in real working environments hop from conference room to conference room with their laptop just kind of cracked open like this because they don't want to have to wait for everything to start back up if they close it. So with Instant Wake, fear no more. You no longer have to worry about this with Project Athena based laptops. The last thing I'll say about the battery is keep in mind you're gonna get much more life out of it if you go with the full HD display. I've been editing videos and pictures on this XPS, and at 13 inches, I just really don't think 4K is a necessity, but more of a nice thing to have if you have a specific purpose for that. The third and final thing I'd like to talk about is the ergonomics and, well, entertainment. You guys aren't all work, are you? You're a little bit of play. I watch a ton of shows and movies on airplanes, so I do consume the content as well as make the content. So if you're always on the go, obviously form factor is important. It's not just super thin, but it only weighs 2.9 pounds. The trackpad is 19% larger. I actually am a really big fan of this trackpad. It feels fantastic, but the new maglev keyboard is a little too shallow for my taste. But again, thin laptop, I understand. The 45-watt charger is tiny. Look at this thing compared to the one for my 9570. And the camera is now officially on top. No more seeing people type while you're Skyping with them. So I imagine the same laptop you answer emails on, give presentations with, is the same one that you watch YouTube videos at home, or maybe some Netflix on a flight. Oh, and quick little side note, a little pro tip for you guys. If you go to the Microsoft Store, Netflix actually has an app where you can download your shows, download all of your Netflix content to watch offline on your Windows laptop instead of just your phone. The speakers get pretty loud. It's a little rumbly at 100, but there's this clarity that I'm actually not used to when it comes to XPS speakers. About specs around here, but how does this actually affect your life, a creator's life? So there's a lot of improvements to this new XPS 13 2-in-1. Let me know what you think. Again, I'm a big fan of the XPS line. I would love to actually do a 13-inch comparison, maybe with this, the HP Spectre, maybe throw a ThinkPad in there. Let me know what you want to see. I haven't done a proper laptop comparison in a while, so comment down below. Shout out to the work Intel has been doing with laptop manufacturers behind the scenes to enhance the overall experience of how we actually use these laptops day to day. Battery, power, unique form factors, among many other things. If you want to learn more about the laptops that are in Intel's Project Athena Innovation Program, please check out the links in the description below. It's very exciting that we're already seeing the 10th gen processors roll out, and of course you can always identify that with the Intel badge. Well guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button for more videos every single week. Again, I hope you're staying warm out there. It has been so chilly here in New York. I'll be going back to Texas for the holidays. Let me know if you want some content of my family I don't know. I don't know about that actually. Have a good one. And again, leave a comment down below if you want to see that 13-inch comparison. Until next time, stay peachy. Okay, bye.